How you doing?
Okay.
Good. What are you doing?
What are we doing here?
I don't know. I was waiting for you.
Really?
But yeah, really, you invited me.
Oh. What time is it?
8 o'clock.
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 Ah! It must be time for Theatre Company Live! Woo!
Hey! Hello!
Oh my God, we're live!
Hello!
Welcome to our show. Just think I did that bit all wrong.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm not like breaking it in the slightest.
No,
You?
not at all. This is obviously what I do every Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm really loving is there's already, I'm pointing, but I have the feeling I'm probably pointing the wrong way, loads of people commenting on the chat, and that just makes me feel so good because it's a bit weird. We've brought everybody together for this bit of fun and silliness, but we can't see anybody. And so we need, and there's a bit of a delay. So we just want people to get involved in the chat and tell us where you are, tell us what you're eating. I know that Jenny Fox is watching tonight. She's already told me she's got his in the fridge. And
tell us your favorite color.
Favorite color? That would be great. Do we want to know what anybody's wearing?
I don't. I definitely don't at all.
Let's leave that one. Oh, look. So who have we got? Ali's here. David Bloxham's in the house. Isaac. Party time. Party time. Maddie's here. Hello, Maddie. So, we've never done this before, have we?
Nope, never.
Never.
First time. It's all going to go horribly wrong, but we hope no one notices.
Nobody notices. I was going to say, if you had done it before, I'd be a bit disappointed because I'd be like, who have you done it with?
I have other friends.
No, I don't think that's true. Do you know what? I just wanted to say that we were supposed to be joined tonight by a special host. So every week we're doing this with a special host, Charlie. I don't know if you're watching, Charlie, but we hope you get better soon. She's torn a ligament in her leg. So we're having to, I was going to say run solo today, but run duo, not trio. I don't know. As long as I stay away from threesome, that's probably the best thing to do. But I'm just going to.
You made it weird. You made it weird already.
I made it weird. Sorry, I went too far. So, Charlie can't be with us tonight, but we hope you get better soon, Charlie. And she is going to make an appearance another week, I think. Have you got anything to say?
I do. I want to say hello to everyone watching. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are new to all this. They probably don't know anything about us. They might not know anything about Camerados. They've just found their way here somehow. But there's also probably a lot of people watching who have been part of the movement for a little while and done all these weird, wacky things through it. But I just want to say hello to all, and it doesn't matter one bit. We're all just here along for the ride, you know. Bit of Company Lite is here to bring everyone together and to have some fun and silliness in this crazy time of year during the craziest year of our lives.
The craziest year of our lives, yes. It is about bringing people together. And actually, the other thing I need to mention in this bit is the Bit of Company Light is part of a bigger festival that's going on this month called Connection Fest, which has been set up by the wonderful Ali Davenport, who is in the chat. The only thing I can see that Ali's writing at the minute, I need to put my glasses on, it's so bad. I think she just put me too, which I'm not quite sure what that was in response to. But hi, Ali, and the Connection Fest has started this month. It's going on all month. Maybe Ali can put in the chat a link to it so you can go and find out more about it. But yeah, it's weird to me that this is how we're connecting in virtual world, but it's something that we've all got used to this year. So we're going to make the most of it. Try and have a party.
Party time.
Party time. That's a good intro. What are we doing next? Should we have a game?
We do have a game coming up, and it is called Roll Title Card Party Trick. That was seamless, wasn't it?
It was seamless.
So Party trick is something that over the next couple of weeks we want everyone watching to get involved with. We want you to essentially film your party trick and send it to us. And where did they send it to, Catherine?
It'd be great if you could send it to Catherine@camerados.org. Look at how amazing this ticker is at the bottom, how quickly it's going. I just want to all let you know there is Captain Chris that's behind all the special effects, the ticker, the chat and everything, and keeping us alive tonight. So we're not doing this on our own, but Captain Chris is behind the scenes. Yes, Catherine@camerados.org. Send me your films, please.
Keep it clean, folks. Yeah, big shout out to Chris as well. He's just shy. He doesn't want to be on camera, but well.
Never mind. Anyway, should we go back to the party trick? Should we watch
Let's go
a film?
to party tricks. Yes, please. Roll film.
Film.
Johnny, ready?
Yeah, ready. Who drinks from a stew?
The Leg family, obviously.
The Leg family.
Thank you very much, the Leg family. Also, if you do get invited to a cocktail party around the house, take your own glasses.
Your own glasses, your own t-shirt. I know that way of drinking with your t-shirt over the head for you football fans out there is called the Ravanelli, if you want to give it a go. But and like they've obviously had a lot of time in lockdown. Who has that many pans also? Many pans.
Yeah, that was it. So, if you have a party trick or more pans than the Leg family, let us know.
Yeah, we'd love you to send us more. We have no films for that section next week, so unless you send us any, it will just be blank dead air. So we need some party trick. Have you got a party trick, Pip?
None that are fit for broadcast, I'm afraid.
That's fine. Then. I'm learning at the minute. Learning is the word that I'm going to use because I'm not going to do it now, but I'm learning to walk on my hands. Has anybody got any party tricks out there? And maybe you can put them in the chat. I've said that too late now, and I'm going to have to wait 2 minutes for the answer. But
maybe you're adept at juggling hamsters, for example.
Exactly. Ruth Jackson, does eating chocolate count as a party trick? I think so. Maybe how many at once? Yeah, if you do it in the Dawn French style, stick your head in a chocolate fountain. Only really if you watch Vicar of Dibley.
I don't.
Oh, my references are so poor.
They are. They really are.
So we've got yes, eating chocolate definitely does count. I can't see any others. I'm squinting. Really. Yes, I can sing really in a really fast voice.
That's good. That works.
That works. Well, Ali, video next week, please. That sounds impressive. So yes, lots of videos for next week. And thank you so much to the Legs for kicking us off. Sarah, I was very impressed with your juggling and eating an apple at the same time. That was impressive. Right, what have we got next? Oh no, we're playing a game.
We are going to play a game if you're up for it.
Yeah, we're going to play a game. So we're going to try and do some improv. And this is the bit where I feel like I want to highlight Camerados has a principle, which is it's okay to fail. Now, if we didn't have this principle, we probably wouldn't attempt this.
No, because it will fail horribly, and you're about to bear witness live.
Bear with. Yeah. So we're going to play a game called Late for 2020.
Let's have a title card.
Oh, yay, title card. And there are 3 questions. We need your answers to 3 questions. The first question, if anybody can really quickly type these in so that people can remember, the first question is, why is Pip late for 2020? Why is Pip late for 2020? Question number 2, what did Pip miss out on in 2020? What did Pip miss out on in 2020? And question 3, how did Pip survive 2020? How did Pip survive?
Can I just stress that I don't want to hear I missed the bus, you know, my alarm didn't go off. I want to know that I was late for 2020 because I fell out of a hot air balloon made of hugs. Or I tripped on the hopes of a gorilla, that sort of thing. You know, how did I survive 2020? I took up linoleum flooring as a new profession to earn some bucks on the side.
Please don't do linoleum flooring. I can't say it, but I won't be able to do that. I'm going to explain to everybody. I'm going to keep talking to people about what the game is, but in order to play it, you need to not see any of the responses and not hear what I'm talking about. So
you're asking me to leave?
I'm asking you to leave. No, don't go off screen. Yeah, that's it. That's fine. Right. He can't hear. He's turned his chat off. We can say anything about him now. You can message me all your stories. Although I've probably heard the worst ones, so we won't go there. So there are 3 questions. Why is Pip late for 2020? I am going to have to put my glasses on because I really can't read. We have already had some sent through on social media this morning. Time machine. Somebody said a time machine. What did Pip miss out on in 2020? Oh, Dave Blocks and Pip is late for 2020 because 2019 had locked him in a bouncy castle made of marshmallows. I quite like that. Locked in a not got my pen. Locked in a castle with marshmallows. Locked in a bouncy castle with marshmallows. I need to remember. Okay, he was late to 2020 because his unicycle had a puncture. Unicycle. I like that one.
I wish I could read lips.
No, you can't read lips. No. What did Pip miss out on 2020? I don't know what he missed out on in 2020. Are there any examples? He lost his Hawaiian skirt, learning the hula from. He lost his Hawaiian skirt. I like that one because you don't know what I've got to do with it. So in a minute, what's going to happen is I'm going to act out these answers. That's why I'm laughing. Hula skirt, learning the hula. I don't know. I feel like that was not going to go down very well. I'm going to act it out, and Pip's got to try and guess the answers to the questions. So how did Pip survive 2020? Have we got any of those? Okay, I tell you what we're going to go with. I'm going to go with the reason why he was late because he was locked in a bouncy castle made of marshmallows. I'm just going to focus on that bit, not the 2019. So he was locked in a bouncy castle with marshmallows. The reason, what he missed out on in 2020, I'm going to go with JW's answer, which is doing the conga on an ice rink. Doing the conga on an ice rink. And how did Pip survive 2020? I'm going to take this from Paula that came in earlier. I don't know what Tin Hat and Bicycle Clips is, Ruth. I'm going to go with Paula's answer from earlier, which was putting pegs on sandwiches. Putting pegs on sandwiches. So we've got on a bouncy castle made or locked in a bouncy castle made of marshmallows, doing the conga on an ice rink, and putting pegs on sandwiches. How am I going to remember all those? Right. I don't know if I'm going to get his attention. I don't know what he's looking at. He's looking at his phone. We're in the middle of a show. Come back. Come back. Yes, come back. Right.
Do you want me for something? Oh, I can't hear you still. There we go. I can hear you now. Yeah.
You missed out on a lot in 2020.
Apparently so.
You did.
I dread to think.
Why were you late for 2020?
Oh, that's a big question, isn't it? And you know, in all honesty, it's going to take me a minute or two to actually convey really why I was bouncing around.
Yes,
for
you
all
were
my
bouncing
neighbours to see.
around. You were bouncing around. but you
Was I
were-
now?
Yes.
I was bouncing around while screwing in something to
What? What are you bouncing on?
a castle. I was bouncing on a bouncy castle.
You're
I
bouncing
was.
on a bouncy castle because you
I knew I
were.
was.
You
I
were.
know.
On,
I know. Of course I was on a bouncy castle. Why wouldn't I be? Because
And you-
I was trying to screw in a light bulb into the bouncy castle.
no. No,
I
you
was-
weren't.
I was definitely doing something in that castle.
Okay, you were
I was-
locked in the bouncy castle.
I was
What
locked in the bouncy castle.
What was on the
because-
bouncy castle? What was on
Jam.
the bouncy castle?
Marshmallows.
Yes! How did you get that?
I don't know. Really?
Get that? I'm obviously a very
that's
good.
what happened. That's what
I'm
happened.
a very good one. Right, okay.
I really wish
Okay.
you were.
You know what? Do you know what you missed out on in 2020?
Lots of things. Lots. Including a blackout.
Okay, I'm going to turn the lights back on again.
There was a blackout in 2020.
There was a blackout.
And you know, I was happily carrying a basket while leapfrogging,
It's a type of dance,
congering. I was congering.
but you were congering somewhere specific.
I was, and what I was trying to do was, oh my god, I was trying to conger all my way to a spaceship with zero gravity.
Very slippy. Oh, it's so cold.
Or I was doing a conga in a winter wonderland. I was doing a conga in an igloo. I was I was conquering on an ice rink.
Yes.
You know, obviously.
Okay, I don't know why I've still got my glasses. Right. Okay, what was the next last question? How did you survive 2020?
Oh, it's been a tough year, I can tell you that, and it took me a while.
I'm not surviving this. Okay, you survived 2020.
Yeah, I did by eating. I ate. I ate a triangle, a musical triangle. Every time I burp, it goes ping.
I don't know.
No, I ate a square. Sandwich.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm just giving up now.
All right,
A
cool.
sandwich. No, but you did something to the sandwich. This is the sandwich.
Yeah. I bit it. I bit the sandwich. I hung it out to dry. I put electrical clips on.
What do you hang something out to dry with? What is this?
Pegs.
Pegs! You put
I ate pegs.
pegs on a sandwich!
I ate a sandwich made of pegs.
You missed out on all of that in 2020.
What
I am exhausted. And seen.
Hey, Birdie.
Oh, hey, Cat. Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, what's that you're wearing? What? It's a badge. It's a badge.
It's a
oh,
new badge.
What's it say? What's it? Ooh, the letter C.
It's the letter C.
The letter C.
The letter C.
The letter C. The letter C. Letter C. What's it for? C. C for cat.
C for cat, but also C for camarado.
Camarada.
Camarado.
Camaruna.
Camarado.
Camarada.
Camarado.
Cam.
Say it with me. Cam.
Cam.
R.
Oh.
Do.
Do. Camarado.
Camarado.
Camarado. Oh yeah. Camarado. I knew that. What's that mean? What's a cam?
A camarado. It means that we look out for each other.
Who we looking for?
You're going to look out for me.
I look out for you.
I'll look out for you.
You look out for me. Really?
And you look out for me.
We look out for each other.
Yeah, we'll look out for each other. That's what being a camarado means. Yeah.
Wow! I want to be a camarado too.
Yeah, we're camarados.
Camarados! 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 Meow.
I've never seen that puppet before in my life.
No. I think if you're new to Camerados, lettuce, yes.
Wow.
If you're new to Camerados, people are probably just thinking we all eat lettuce.
Yeah.
I've got feedback. Have you got feedback? I don't know.
No, I'm fine. Only the voices in my head.
So this is the lovely bit where we were going to talk to Charlie all about how she got involved with Camerados. And so some people who find ways to be Camerados set up public living rooms. And she's got an amazing public living room that she just pop up down in Walthamstow. And it's a hip hop public living room. And so she was, and I'm gutted.
I'm thrilled.
I'm gutted. She was going to do hip hop dancing with us, which we can't do now.
That's a shame. Never mind. There's always.
I could give it a go.
No, please don't. No, please stop.
I'm hoping that we'll do a pre-record of it and give it show something another night. But luckily, you can tell people about your public living room because you've done it before.
I did. I really did.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot for a second there. Yes, I did. I set up a public living room last summer. So I went along to a Camerados campfire. I met lots and lots of amazing people who I'm still in touch with now. And what I took from it was the impetus, the choice and the power was on me. I went into the campfire thinking, well, they'll grant me the keys to a public living room, or magically it will just like appear in front of me and I'll step into it. But I just realized that I was perfectly capable of making it happen myself. It's that easy. Much like the movement itself. I mean, you just need to hear the principles, which we'll talk about in a little while. And if they're for you, the movement is as easy as wearing the badge.
Oh, I can't do it. The screen's the wrong way round. So going to hold my badge.
Never work with Catherine, anybody. It always goes wrong. So the public living room was very much an opportunity for me. I went to the campfire and I heard the principles, and although you're not supposed to have favorite children, I do. And of the 6, my favorite was no fixing, because I realized through that the living room was for everyone and it was agenda free, and it really was just, I got the chance to facilitate an opportunity for people to come together and people to meet, hopefully people different from yourself, people that you might not have actually had any kind of contact or interaction with otherwise.
You've headed into another principle. My favorite principle, again, maybe they should come in no particular order, as 6 equal principles.
Should we challenge you, Catherine, to list all 6?
Oh no, don't make me do it. Make me do it live.
I'm gonna give
I'll
you
get the sack. Okay, right.
Job is on the line here, Catherine. 60 seconds to prove your worth. Come on.
Okay, number 1, no fixing. Fixed favourite. Number 2, mix with people who don't look like you or may have other experiences from you. Just other people. Go and find them. Go and talk to them. Go and be with them. Number 3, it's okay to fail. The thing that the only reason we're doing this is because it's allowed to be a bit rubbish, which is good. And number 4, let's just say it's okay to disagree, and you can still be friends with people that you disagree with. You can still hang out with people you disagree with, but you can respect differences. Number 5, if somebody's struggling, you're going to hear this right.
Other than
I'm going
us.
to say, if somebody's other than us, then you can ask them to help you.
Good stuff.
Look at your face. Yes. If you ask them to help you, it gives them purpose. And then the last one, which should be both of our favourites, because we're very good at being stupid and we're very good at being silly. It's mainly just about having fun. And that sometimes when people are having tough times, having fun goes out the window. So let's have some fun. 6 principles down, done it. So,
all right, good for you. You get to keep your job for one more week. We'll see how next week's show goes.
Yeah. So I'm going to just say there's other people in the chat that have got public living rooms that I've seen. I've seen Kat, Duncan, Reed. Oh God, I've got my glasses on. I know I should know your name, Kat, but I just know you as Kat all the time. But you've got your full name up. She's had one this week, so maybe you can post a bit about that in the chat. And who else have I seen that's here? I'm sure there was somebody else. Now their names have all disappeared. But other people have got boxes, and other people have got. So feel free to chat amongst yourselves about Camerados, especially those of you that have been around for a while. You know, the old timers. I think we should watch a film.
Those of you who are new, just have a look at camerados.org, have a read through the principles. If you think that's something that you can believe in and you can live by, get yourself a badge and go for it.
I've just noticed, really going off track there, I was paying attention, but my mother-in-law's just popped up in the chat. So I'm going to say hi. Hi, Erica.
Hi, mother-in-law. Hi.
Okay, right. I've got to get that in. So now we've done the principles. There's a really good title. Like we've got a good film about this that's got our other main message of being more human, which we've not mentioned, but we'll do that later. But we're going to show you a quick film now, and it's all about why those principles and what we're doing and Camerados and why we're all in this movement. You know why it's important now at this time. Roll film.
That's alright, that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. My mother, how you walking long, your feet may slip and your soul may low. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright, that's alright, that's alright. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your mother been born to die. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright, it could be alright, it could be alright. Since my soul got a seat up in the kingdom, that's alright.
I thought you might just like a bit of company.
I never know how to follow that film because it gets me every time I watch it.
It takes a lot to shut me up, and that one seems to manage it every time. So kudos to everyone who made that.
It is.
And maybe that is the most important message of all there at the very end.
Be more human.
I thought it said hummus. Oh, yes. Even better. Be more human.
Oh, see, like, we've got Be More Human t-shirts, but please, Helen, I don't know if you're watching, Helen, but please can we have a Be More Hummus t-shirt?
I
We
copyright it.
were on a serious note there. We were on a serious, that was a really heartfelt film to watch.
Sorry. I always like to kill the mood that way. No. But in all sincerity, Be More Human is probably the most important thing anyone can take away from what we're trying to do.
Yes.
Just suck it up. It's okay.
I'm on Be More Hummus. It's the only thing I'm ever going to hear.
But yeah, and it's something for everyone to think about, especially, this time of year, at the end of this awful year.
Yes. Awful year, but an awful year in which we went and learned improv.
That is true.
We did a 6-week course, and then we thought, why don't we just do it? Yeah, let's do a 6-week course and then come on live and do some improv.
Be more halloumi, Ruth has put in the chat. I love that. I like that.
Be more halloumi. I feel like this could be, like the new thing for every week.
I think this is a note to the two of us. Be more humorous.
Damn it, yes, be more humorous. Kat says, I once asked for hummus in a shop and the shop assistant said very seriously, do you mean humorous? And that's what it said on this receipt. Oh, Brett.
I'm not repeating that one. I'll get in trouble.
I know. I bet Chris doesn't put that one on the screen.
No.
I'll leave you to find Brett's. It's fine. Oh, look, Ree's here. If anything, you've got to keep your sense of hummus.
Good advice.
Good advice, Ree. That is good advice. Okay, what are we doing next? We're gonna watch another film, aren't we?
We do. I think it's about time we heard from the big cheese, the real hummus in the building.
Yeah, the big. Oh, you mean Father Christmas?
No.
Sorry, that was so.
Less beardy, more. I don't know, more something, more wise. I'll go with that.
Let's have a message from the big man, Matt.
Roll
that film,
film.
Chris.
Hello, I'm Matt Potts, and I'm sat in the middle of the road. There were people all over the world in the Camerados movement, sitting down together and looking out for each other. We think it's the best way through tough times. So I thought today we'd have a cup of tea, I'll talk to you, and you get back in touch and we start a conversation. One of the things that wasn't crappy about 2020 was that beneath the deafening noise of disagreement everywhere, people were getting each other's shopping. Despite all the disconnection and division, both physical and literal, people were singing on balconies and clapping on their doorsteps. We've been saying for years in Camerados to come together with strangers, but we saw it happen. Don't get me wrong, there's been some strong opinions in 2020 on politics, on race, and the virus itself. People convinced it's a hoax, and other people thinking people are being too casual about it. I love a strong opinion. I've hated country and western music all my life. But, it makes it hard to come down from my high horse when someone plays me a great Dolly Parton track. I mean, you got to love a bit of Dolly. So what's this metaphor I'm sledgehammering you over the head with? Well, I wondered what you thought of the expression middle of the road. When we think of middle of the road, we think of things that are easy, unchallenging. It's actually quite brave and radical to be in the middle of the road, to meet people in the middle. It's a lot easier to just hold strong opinions and make others feel too scared to speak. It's better to sit down and engage with them. So here's a question. Could you sit down with a racist? Would you do that? I tried recently and failed miserably, stormed off. But we've got to try, haven't we? We all like the idea of looking out for other people and, kindness is big, isn't it? We all tell our kids to be kind. But it's hard to do that with someone you don't agree with. It makes you feel irritated, angry, unsettled, all of which, of course, is completely natural. In fact, You should get fired up about politics, about human rights, about all number of things that matter, things that affect people's lives. The only problem is as you're getting fired up, your ears tend to close to other people's opinions, I have found. And also, you watch other people recoil from your strong opinion. I have to say, I'm feeling slightly confused about whether we should protest. I mean, of course, it's a good thing to do, but I went on a protest recently, and a guy sped up in his car, revved his engine, screamed at me, and went off. And I thought to myself, as I held my placard, did I really change hearts and minds there? I don't know. What do you think? I'm starting to question that. So look, there's limitations to this metaphor. It's a disaster for road safety for a start to be in the middle of the road, but maybe in life we should all move to the middle a bit. To just maybe not know what I think about things sometimes. Just to not be sure, that's all right. This is what it is to be more human. So be a Camerado, be more human, and get in touch. Tell me what you think. Let's start a conversation.
Let's start.
Very well.
Yeah, let's start a conversation.
I like it. I loved some of the comments coming through there as well. Someone did ask if Math was actually Santa on the side. I don't know. I have no evidence.
No. He might be, because you know, we never see him at Christmas. So, you know, he's probably on his travels. I don't know where I'm going with that. I've only just started doing this, so I don't know what he does at Christmas.
A few people are surprised that he actually was a full-bodied human. Some people were surprised because they'd never seen his legs before.
It is rather amusing watching that. I mean, yes, there was a message. We should probably not forget there's a message, but it is amusing watching it because he's so out of breath from having to keep running to the side away from the
Oh, give credit.
Running back in again.
He nearly turned himself into roadkill just to get the message across. And for me, it's a very, very refreshing message anyway, because for the best part of this decade now, I've heard the polar opposite. We're sort of, essentially we're being taught every day to be at each other's throats instead of meeting each other in the middle and actually listening to one another. And it's actually something very big that I think we've lost. So I don't know.
I keep seeing everybody on social media talking about how divisive this year's been, but that's it. That's what everybody's saying, and everybody, and so this is I'm gonna, middle of the road. What's okay with being in the middle?
It starts a conversation instead of stopping one.
Yes, exactly.
I just came up, I threw that one out of the air. So.
Okay. I think I talked over you though, so I don't know if anybody heard it.
You regularly do. You keep stepping on all my cues. It's all right. I'll forgive you, Kat.
Okay. So you want to keep talking to us about it, then you can email office@camerados.org. Chris could put it at the bottom. Don't know if he's going to. Or you can just chat to Matt. He's there. He's gone very quiet on it at the minute. He's probably just thinking, you know, he's probably gone away because he didn't want to watch his bit.
Or he's sick of the two of us. I don't know. Do you think we could woo him back with another game?
We could woo him back with another game. This is the bit I've been waiting for.
I know. So this is another one where we want your participation ready for next week. It is called Title Card. That's right. Name that tune, but with a twist. Would you like to explain that?
Yes, people are wearing masks. Well, they're doing it. So this year we've all got used to wearing masks. And so people have sent in some films of you see, you've got one. Oh, so good with your props. And they're wearing masks and they're going to hum a tune. And in the chat, we'd like you to guess the name of that tune. This is probably going to go really wrong because of the delay, but we'll do our best with it. We'll just see what happens.
What we want from you all next week, though, we want your videos. We want you to take one of these things, probably the bane of your life this year, and we want you to mumble your way through a tune as disastrously as possible.
Yes,
such
exactly. You do know you don't have to do that. We've got 3 films.
We do. Should we roll one?
Let's roll the first one. Oh, okay. Yay! Oh look, we've already got answers. It worked.
I know.
I just need to say that was Gemma that sent that in, and it just like every time I watch it, when I'm watching her do it, her eyes are closed, and I'm doing it along with her. It's so good. She's so into it. Right, I'm gonna have to. Who have we got? Who said it first? I don't know who.
I have seen a correct answer in the.
Alan Sparks. I think he said it first. There's been lots of them. I mean, yeah, it's
Alan and Annie Lynn both got there pretty much neck and neck. So
Neck and neck.
shout out to both of you.
Shout out to both of you. Yes,
I have no idea what it was.
George
Against
was.
the Machine? Who said Camerados said Rage Against the Machine?
What? Who's that?
Close, not quite there.
No, not quite. Oh, George was my getting ready music tonight, and George is going to be.
Shout out, Maddie got it too. Maddie, who also made me this beautiful little prop.
Yeah, and yeah, we're going to hear more from George in other weeks, I think. But anyway,
so.
let's not rush ahead. Do we have another one? Do we have another one? Let's have another one. Roll that film, Chris. Oh no, we need the answer.
That was a puzzler.
Thank you, Tanya, for sending that in. But it just makes me laugh because we're all just singing along. She's singing along.
I think that is across the board. I think everyone's got that one. Maddie, Ruth, Carly, Annie,
Kat, yeah,
Cats, everyone. Good effort though.
Alan, you've just said what? What?
So, for those of you who didn't hear us say it, that first one was Faith by lovely George Michael. And then we had, by some miracle, Sweet Dreams.
We have Sweet Dreams.
Eurythmics, Sweet Dreams.
In case there was any doubt.
In case there was any doubt, yes. Right, we've got one more. Let's play one more. This one might surprise a little bit. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Don't look at me.
No, but those masks. We've got to talk about those masks.
I don't know if you'd be allowed to go shopping around Poundland in that wolf mask. I'm not sure.
Oh, I think you could. Aaron could get away with it. So that was sent in from Roshana and Aaron. And I have to say, the day I got that, like, well, I watched it about 20 times. And
it was very good. I was very impressed.
There is also a 1-minute outtake film of that.
We've got a lot of correct answers coming in already.
Oh, sorry.
So should we, if we have the reveal from those pair, roll film.
Roll film.
La Isla Bonita.
Yay! Oh, thank you so much, Roshana and Aaron, for sending that in. I don't only Pat Fernandez is attempted to spell it, which I don't know if that's
no. So
I've got Madonna for a lot of them.
Yeah, Maddie and Pat both got it completely right, spelling and everything.
Oh.
Dave we'll punish him for this next week. Thought it was the Circle of Life from The Lion King. Dave is our guest host next week.
Dave Bloxham is supposed to be our co-host next week, but I'm not quite so sure anymore.
Yeah, we're taking bookings next Friday if you're available.
I know that's true. So I'm just going to say, before we move on, I want to say thank you to Gemma and to Tanya and to Rashana and Aaron for sending those films in, because that was amazing. But we need more. We need more.
We do. And where are we sending them to?
Catherine@camerados.org. If you email me, I'll probably give you my number and you can text them to me. But email me first, because I'm not going to say my email, my number. Don't ask now.
Oh, I love that. Jenny Fox got a shout out and a hashtag all in one. Spanish Senorita.
Yay! Jenny, I hope you're celebrating and that bottle of fizz has disappeared right now. Right, name that tune. What are we on now? We've got a game. We've got our last game to play.
We do. This is me and you again, Catherine. But we still want a little bit of input from everybody out there. We're playing a game called Bedtime Story.
Bedtime Story.
So, what we want is a title of a bedtime story. What we're going to do is we're going to read you that story and work backwards to make the title work somehow. Again, possibly failing miserably. So any ideas for a bedtime story, like a children's book type of thing, or anything with like a little festive twist to it would be perfect. Like my suggestion, if you come up with nothing better, is The Silence of the Elves.
As long as I don't have to make that noise, then we can do that bedtime story. But I can't even attempt to do it. So come on, somebody come up with a better title.
The Tale of the Tormented Reindeer.
Sleeping Parrots. We've got Sleeping Parrots. Sleeping Parrots is the only option we've got so far. I don't know, how do we choose? The Elf Who Ate the
Hummus.
Good, thank you. The Elf Who Danced with a Cat. Well, I'm going to love that title.
Don't tempt her. If Catherine had a way, this would be 60 minutes of tap dancing and jazz hands.
Your dance, it would be 60 minutes of the cat who found the pit. Oh, that's a story for another day.
I like that. Santa's sat-nav failed. That's really good.
I know, but we can't choose that because that's my mother-in-law.
Oh, sorry.
I'm only joking, Eric. I'm only joking. What was the one about the hummus?
The Pirate's Knickers from Sunny. How's that?
No, Sunny. I'm working with Pip. We can't do that one, I'm afraid.
All right, let's have a look.
Let's choose one, quick.
I do like the cat who... No, the elf who ate the hummus.
Yeah, I think let's go with that. Let's go with the elf who ate hummus.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Title card.
Title card, please, Chris. Once upon a time, there was an elf who invited his friends round for dinner.
They were a surly bunch of friends. They ate all the Ritz crackers and one of them passed out in the eggnog.
In the eggnog. The eggnog was the favourite part of the meal. And they got it out all the time so that they could all make sure they slept together.
Well, backpedaling from that immediately, they woke up and went to separate rooms and then woke up the next morning and opened the lovely gifts that they'd all bought for each other.
And who would have guessed it? The gifts that they had bought for one another, every single one of them had got a pot of hummus.
Hummus, you say? Every elf loved hummus. Who doesn't?
This is going
nowhere fast. Hurry up. Speed it up.
Did you know that there were so many flavors of hummus? There's red pepper hummus. There's carrot hummus.
Flavors.
There's pesto hummus.
That's Christmassy.
That's Christmassy.
Cranberry. Is there cranberry hummus?
There is cranberry hummus. And do you know which elf got the cranberry hummus?
Which one? Tell me.
It was the elf off the shelf.
The elf off the shelf, who was in fact the elf who loved hummus. Scene.
Oh dear, I don't.
That was appalling. Absolutely awful. I'm blaming you.
My mind went blank. I don't think that anyone.
You know what is the thing is that Kat was worried that I would take this to the bad place, but you put them elves all in one bed within 30 seconds. What's wrong with you?
I didn't. I just said they wanted to sleep.
Together.
No. Well, never mind. Let's just forget that never happened. Right. Can you believe, I don't know what time it is, but we've nearly filled an hour.
We have, by some miracle, and we've still got an audience as well, which is even more surprising.
It is. We're about to finish. We've got a few things to say before we finish, a few
We
more
do.
films to watch. But I just want to see.
To Pat, who does remind us that, yes, it is okay to fail.
It is. Thank you, Pat. Yeah.
And
We'll
he says we won't be getting a book deal anytime soon.
No. No, nobody's ever gonna read that book again. I think this is more like a horror story. Yes, Isaac, thank you for that. It felt like it as well. It felt
Lots
like
of padding, yes, I concur.
Yeah. We don't even need to fill the time. So.
Let's just move on. Bedtime
Okay,
stories
so
may not appear next week.
for next week, we will be joined by the lovely Dave Bloxham, who will be co-hosting. So no going out and getting yourself injured, Dave, before next week, please. And we would like some films of you singing songs in masks. We would like films of your party tricks. And really anything else that you think might be silly and stupid enough to make it into the show. And if you could send them all to Catherine@camerados.org, that would be brilliant.
And also, if you didn't think this week went too horribly, when you come to watch next week, just share the page with all your friends on Facebook or wherever you're watching from.
That sounds very corporate of you, but thank you. I thought you were going to tell them where they could hang out tomorrow morning if they wanted to.
I am. Good segue there. Not obvious at all. So, boys and girls, every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, Camerados hosts something called a Spoon Room. And that is open to everyone. There are people from across the country, all over Europe, and even a few other far-flung places on the Earth planet attending. And it is just an opportunity for you to go there, have a conversation with a stranger, let off some steam. It's no fixing, no judging, and all you have to do to take part is go to camerados.org and register, and you'll be sent all the details of how you can get onto the Spoon Room.
Yeah, it's like our version of a public living room, but online in these times. Spoon Room, you just need a spoon. Have you got a spoon to wave?
No, I don't.
I don't
Thanks
either.
for putting me on the spot there. I've got all sorts of silly things to wave.
Interesting. But thank you all for coming. I've weirdly had a good time. It's just been nice. Enjoyed it.
Stop stepping on my cues for next week, and I think we'll get on great. So once again, thank you everyone for putting up with us.
Thank you so much. And remember,
we'll be here next Friday, the same time,
yes,
and the one after as well.
Yes, and whatever the rules are in your area right now, don't forget you can get together for a 1, 2, 1.
That sounds like a segue into roll film.
Yes.
A bit of company Lite was brought to you by the numbers
1, 2, 1.
1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1 1 2 1.